We're not quite.
We're live.
We are live. We are
Live
live.
and in
So,
front of you.
You're,
So,
so are we sticking to our strengths? So we would go on. Go for it, Lee. Take us out.
all right.
Take us out triumphantly.
Whoa. We have come to the end of the One Summit. And it's been an absolute pleasure. I'm not saying it to save face. I have had an incredible time just working with world-class coaches, the guests that have shown up. And it's crazy to think that this was a simple idea that Mandy had texted me, I think just over a month ago, right? On a WhatsApp. I think you should do a summit. And to see all the incredible individuals that have come together to make this happen has been mind-blowing. Now, most of you who know me know this is way outside my comfort zone. I don't do broadcasts. I contrary to popular belief, I don't like even posting. But I thought that's something that needs to help with my brand. And so to do this has been way outside my comfort zone. But it's been one of the best things that I've done. So as much as I know it's brought value to everyone who's tuned in, it's definitely helped me grow. And I'm just really, really, really privileged. I feel blessed to be able to do this alongside a friend, a mentor, and just to think in October, I had sort of come to you sort of downcast, frustrated, woe is me, and to go on and experience just this incredible summit that has had a great reception. I've been getting texts, calls, just on the value that each of those coaches have brought. It's been fantastic. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you everyone that's tuned in and shared.
And I'm totally echoing that. It has been. Do you know what? It's been so much damn fun.
It has. It
you
really
know,
has.
It's just been so much fun, and it's been easy and effortless. And although we've had some technical hitches over this weekend, and although a week ago we had to completely pivot to do something totally different, it's still been easy. It's been a pleasure working with you. There's no doubt about that. But it has been fun. And you know what? The guys that we've had on over the last 2 days have been phenomenal. It's been a total pleasure and a privilege to be working with them. And I've made notes. I have a book here full of notes. So as I said, yes, there we go. We are forever learning on this journey of life. And I've learned some stuff, and I've come up with a few key takeaways for myself that was really powerful for me. And I will share something here right now that I have been in a relationship for a while. So I'm a single, not been in a relationship for quite a while, and I'm like, and as a mindset mentor and a coach, it's like, I know that, and it's like, and I stopped with this. It was like, I'm listening and I'm taking it on board, and I really got value. I really got some real value and some insights into some of the stuff that's still going on inside here. So it was fabulous. It really was. It really was fabulous. And I'm sure that the people out there that have been watching have got value as well, because that's why we did it. That we wanted to, create the community, support people. But I did have a few takeaways. What about you, Lee? Did you have some?
I got so much. I haven't had time to even process it all. It's been crazy. But there's been some key takeaways for me personally. I think there's been a lot for my approach to having a strategy around my marriage. I think you can run your business with this incredible infrastructure and framework and strategies, and then in your relationship you can just kind of be just troubleshooting, firefighting, and just winging it, as I've been saying. And I think the frame up was an incredible session. If you haven't heard the frame up, please watch that recording. That was really good. But it was just also the consistent message across all the coaches, despite their backgrounds, despite their different topics. It's an inside job. The problem or the challenge is never out there. It's in our mind. It's in our self-image. It's in the story we're telling ourselves. It's in the environments we're in. And that was the key thing. Like Kelvin had spoken about being in the right environment to find the one. And there was a business challenge I was having. I was reluctant to make a decision for the business. And it required me using quite a chunk of our budget to be in this particular environment. And given the examples he showed how your environment is as important as your self-image, I made the decision. And so so that's why there was so much. I could absolutely go on, but a lot of the coaches kept saying it's an inside job. And the other one was three coaches quoted this consecutively. When a person shows you who they are, believe them. And I love that. I love that. Just take people as they present themselves to you. So yeah, it's been a phenomenal learning experience for me.
I got some, I love that. I love that actually there was stuff in this, albeit we're here about relationships and dating, but some of that information that we got there, we can apply that in other areas of our life. And that's just phenomenal. But one of the key takeaways for me was definitely Bob and Kylie with, that's when I realized it's actually, I can actually have exactly the relationship I want with the communication that I want inside of that. And I was like, whoa, yeah, someone else can have that. I can have that too. That was big. That was big for me. I was on with Carly Ann today. She's phenomenal. And she was talking
a lot about her.
She is phenomenal. And she was talking about a subject that is not talked about in dating and in relationships. And that's attachment styles. And that goes back to when we're children, when we're babies, and how the impact of those attachment styles that we have, that were given to us, we experienced it, the big impact it has on our dating and our relationships. And it was like, it was saying to her, man, this stuff should be taught in schools, you know?
Absolutely.
Because it's such a massive impact. So that was so powerful. And I also had the privilege to talk to Kit. He blew me away. I love him. He's amazing. He came out with some great quotes. And I'm going to say the quotes because they were like, whoa, they were like, stop me in my tracks. And he said, get this. I wrote them down because they stopped me in my tracks. He said, the right person at the wrong time equals the wrong person.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that great?
Never put those together.
I know. How many times do people say, well, it's the wrong time and then go back? Want to go back. But no, the right person at the wrong time equals the wrong person. I love that. And he said, get this one. All right, get this. He said, women are gatekeepers of sex. Men are the gatekeepers of relationships.
You're going to have to break that one down.
So for women are in control of when sex happens. So they're the gatekeepers of sex. Men always want sex. All right. Yeah. So that's a given. And so therefore the women are the gatekeepers for sex as to when and where and how they say yes to sex. Okay. So they're the gatekeepers. If it was up to the man, it would be sex straight off and that would be it. Okay. We'll bypass the drinks and the food. We just go straight into the sex. Very true.
Yeah.
So the women are the gatekeepers for the sex. Men are the gatekeepers for relationships, because if it was down for women would go straight. Yep. Yep. That's it.
Wow.
And it's the men that say determine when you're in a relationship.
Very true.
I loved it.
Yeah, I think about it and I listen to friends' scenarios and it's very rare that the man is sort of chasing down the woman for the relationship. Yeah,
exactly.
Very rare. Yeah.
Totally, yeah. And then he came up with another gem. Get this, and this applies across life, across business, across everything. All right, he said, we are engaged most before getting what we want. Now, he was talking in relation to relationships, and he gave this beautiful analogy. He said, well, you go to see a film. All right, you're going off to see a film. They put all the trailers at the front. They put all the adverts at the front. Why? Because you're engaged with it, because you're only there to see the film, but you'll engage with the in order to watch the film. If they put those on after the film, you'd get up and walk out because you've seen the main event.
Right.
Isn't that great? So he said we are engaged most when we're getting what we want. When we're waiting for what we want, we're engaged all the way.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's almost like the journey versus the destination, right?
Yeah. It's just like, and of course, he was talking it in relation to men and men wanting the sex and women wanting the relationship. It was just brilliant. So everybody was brilliant, to be fair. Yeah. Everybody was brilliant, but I loved it. I really did. I loved engaging. I loved engaging with everybody. We had people live asking questions. It was amazing. It was just phenomenal. So I'm really sad that it's all over, but it's only all over for a short period of time.
Very short period of time.
Yes. And I'm wondering, can we, for those people that are watching, because we've gone across all the platforms, haven't we? All our platforms. And it may be that we can post our summit community in order for people to see. We've got people joining in right now, so people could maybe join into our summit community. So yeah. That's technical. I'll leave that up to you, Lee.
No, good idea.
Yeah.
And I think just to reiterate the point that the vision of what we're doing is ultimately to create a community. The events are great, and they provide so much value. But the true icing on the cake is the community that we're building together, which will then act as a ecosystem of different support services, organizations, individuals that can help you wherever you are in your journey, whether you're single, whether you've just started dating, whether you're in a long-term relationship or marriage. There's going to be something in there for everyone. And so we really want to build on that over the coming months and years. And as Mandy has previously said, this is something that we see not just as an online event, but face-to-face events, festivals, retreats. And I'm really excited by the possibility of this. So I can't wait actually for the next adventure in this.
Absolutely. It's going big, it's going global. And I can't wait as well. I'm just like, thank you, Lee, for being my partner in this. It's been a total I'm going to laugh so much.
A very steep learning curve for Lee.
For both of us.
But no, Mandy, thank you so much for just having the vision behind this, to get this going, to keep us on track, keep us focused. It's just a blessing to have a mentor then become a partner in this.
Great.
And so thank you for all that you do. I can't articulate everything that you've done to support me and the wider community. So a public praise.
Thank you. I accept that. Thank you so much. Okay, well, it's time to say goodbye then. Goodbye for now. Goodbye for now, guys.
See you later, I like to say.
Absolutely.